Okay, we're baking with Buddy today, and he is really enthusiastic. So today we are making pumpkin dog treats. Okay, sit down, Buddy. He is very enthusiastic. Buddy, sit. All right, this is his gig, so I guess he can do whatever he wants. Okay, so our recipe, stop it. You have to behave. Here, he needs a treat. Sit down. Sit. 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 Good boy. Okay, he's just very enthusiastic today. Okay, you have to stay put. Okay, so the ingredients, we're going to double the recipe. The recipe originally called for 1 cup of pumpkin, 1 cup of coconut flour, a tablespoon of honey, half a teaspoon of the Ceylon cinnamon, and an egg. So we're going to alter a couple things. We're going to double it. Okay, so we're using organic pumpkin. And again, it's the unseasoned, like don't get pumpkin pie stuff. It's the regular pumpkin. And you can make it yourself because supposedly the pumpkin that's canned is not really 100% pumpkin. It's like a squash, but it's not really the same as regular pumpkin. So if you can make it yourself, that's probably good. But we're just going with an organic pumpkin, puree with no, like I said, it's not the seasoned kind. Okay, so since we're doubling it, we're going to need 2 cups. So we have 1, we're going to have extra, so we'll use the extra pumpkin, either make another batch or we'll put it in their food. Okay, so there is that's our 2 cups of pumpkin. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 cups. It's supposed to be, like I said, the 1, but we're doubling it. So 2 cups of coconut flour. Buddy, you are really helpful today. Extremely helpful. And we're going to add a couple of different things to it. So we want to make this as healthy as possible. And he's, like I said, incredibly enthusiastic today. Okay, so there's 1 cup of the flour. You don't want to put your face in that. That's not the good stuff. Buddy, get out of there. Get out of there. I'm telling you, I don't know what's with him today. Oh, he's helping himself to the pumpkin. Stop it. Okay, so there's our 2 cups of coconut flour. We have our 2 cups of pumpkin. And then we need 2 tablespoons of honey. We're going to use this organic honey. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons total. So let's see. We've got to put it over here so you can see us doing it. Okay, here is 1 tablespoon. And now I was originally going to do a recipe with peanut butter, but we work with a nutrition. Whoops, that's a lot of extra honey. Well, it'll be honey. Hey, stop it, buddy. You're not being very good. But like I said, I've told you guys before, we work with a nutritionist for Luna because of the illness that she has. And I will include a link to the reason not to use peanut butter, because a lot of people use peanut butter, but there's actually reasons not to. So instead of peanut butter, we're going with honey. Okay, and then we use the Ceylon, I think that's how you pronounce it, cinnamon, which apparently I didn't even know there were different kinds of cinnamon. We're supposed to use half a teaspoon, so we're going to use 1 teaspoon. But there is an ingredient in regular cinnamon that's actually not good for dogs in large quantities. And this has, hey, where are you going? And this has less of it, so we're going to go with this. So it's going to be the teaspoon, whoops, ooh, again, went a little overboard. Teaspoon of the Ceylon cinnamon. Okay. And then we're going to, now as far as it, making it, it says egg was optional because it sort of binds it. But we're going to add a little more pumpkin because I think Buddy ate some and because I put some extra cinnamon. So we're going to go a little extra on the pumpkin. We are going to use quail eggs because Luna, like I said, working with the nutritionist, we found she actually can't do chicken eggs. So we're going to use little quail eggs to help bind the... Buddy, hey, Buddy. I'm telling you, he is worked up today. Stop. Are you going to pay attention? You're supposed to be baking. So we're going to add, let's see, instead of like 1 egg, stop. You are out of control tonight. We're going to do 4, stop it. I guess, maybe we'll do 6 little quail eggs to help it bind. Maybe 4. I don't know, because it says eggs optional. So what do you think? Buddy, do you want to do 4 or do you want to do 6? He says do 6. He said the egg is good. He likes these little quail eggs. He doesn't usually eat them. He eats our regular chicken eggs. We have our own chickens, so he eats fresh chicken eggs that we do. Now, here's the stuff. I don't think I used a big enough bowl here. Here's where we're going to add some different things. Stop it. We are going to do this basic recipe, going to use my, have you ever used a Spurtle? I didn't even know a Spurtle was a thing. Buddy, did you know a Spurtle was a thing? You didn't either? I didn't either until I started using it for the bread. You want some? Okay. He's helping himself. Up here. Eat that off there. Okay, so we are going to do a couple of different ones. We're going to add, I didn't know, Buddy, he now knows, you can add a little bit of parsley and you can add a little bit of fresh mint. Now, if you use parsley, stop it. Oh my goodness. People are going to think you're out of control. You actually are supposed to use curly parsley instead of the flat parsley because there is a thing, let me see, I wrote it down, it's called Faranocomurin, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's in parsley, and it's a higher amount in the flat parsley and a lower amount in the curly parsley, so you wouldn't want to use like a huge amount of parsley anyway, but the curly parsley is better for dogs than the flat parsley, so that's just something new to find out. It has been really an eye-opening experience working with a nutritionist for Luna, and it's helping us, you know, also change how we're feeding the other dogs. So it's you know, very, very cool what we're learning. Okay, so far we have let's see, let me make sure we have the pumpkin, the coconut flour, the honey, and the cinnamon. So we're going to mix this up, and then we're going to chop up some parsley and some fresh mint. So I'm going to make some that have the parsley and some that have the mint in it, and then some are just going to be plain. So Buddy wanted to double this recipe so that we can make this and take some extra to the dogs at the shelter, his pals there. What do you think? He's definitely into helping today. He wants to snack on it. So it's a little bit, my bowl is too small. Buddy, you were right. Buddy told me to pick a bigger bowl, but I had to pick the blue one. And it's a blue, like old blue Pyrex bowl, and I like my Pyrex bowls, but Buddy was right. He said too small of a bowl. This one definitely was on the small side. So it does seem a little bit dry still, but it's not mixing super well, like I said, because I don't have, you know what? Let's try doing it with our hands, Buddy. You want to help? Okay, Buddy's helping. This might be easier to mix, and Buddy said it's okay if I use my hands because he knows I washed my hands, and he says they're clean. So we're going to mix it up. Yeah, this actually might mix up okay. So then we have little cookie cutters. We have two different sizes. We have this little dog one, this little bone, and then the tiny little bone. So I think we're going to go mostly with the smaller one, and we will... Stop it. I guess it's like for him, like when we were kids, did you like licking the bowl when you guys made cookies? I guess that's like what this is for him. He wants to lick the bowl. Is it good? What do you think? Is that good? Yeah. He's really excited about this. So baking with Buddy, huh? And we have two helpers right on the floor in case we drop anything. We have Radar and we have Luna down there ready to help. So what we're going to do, once Buddy and I get this all mixed up, we'll come right back. We'll pause this for a second. Then we'll mix it. We'll get this finished being mixed up. And then we will roll it out. And we're going to cut the pieces out. And we're going to bake them. And like I said, we're going to chop up our mint and our parsley. I got to do, you know what? Well, no, I'm not going to put it in a small bowl. But yeah, definitely next time I'll listen to Buddy. And I will use a bigger bowl because this bowl's way too small. You know, Buddy, I should have listened to you. Yeah, I'm making a mess. All right, Buddy. Tell him we'll be right back. Maybe we'll get a bigger bowl. All right, we'll be right back and we'll finish up this. Okay, so we got our ingredients mixed together and now we are trying to roll it out. It is seems a little bit dry, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to add more pumpkin. I've never made this recipe, so stop it. He is out of control. Buddy, hey, he needs like, here's a treat. Sit down. Sit. Goodness gracious, I have to bribe him tonight to be calm. He wants to get up here and eat this. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to try to roll it out. It does seem a little bit dry, but I think that that's okay because that's one of the good things actually about pumpkin. Apparently, it is a low-calorie, nutrient-dense, and extra hydrated food, so it's good for the dogs. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. We've got it kind of squished down. Let me see how this would look if we make little... Okay, well, how do you get the treat out? All right, that doesn't quite work. It goes in the little cookie cutter. Stop it! Oh my goodness. Like it cuts it, but I guess you have to get a thing to pop it out of the, let me see, pop it out of the top. Let's see. Nope, that's too big. Stop. Oh my goodness. Buddy? Okay. I'm going to have to find something that fits in here without, buddy, now stop. Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay, so just stop. Okay, so we're back. We have this rolled out. It feels like it's a little bit dry maybe, but I think that's okay. Now, here are our cookie cutters. I was experimenting before we turned the camera. Sit down. Buddy is wild today. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. And I have a little problem. When I do the cookie cutter, it cuts out really good. But when I try to pop it out, I must be doing something wrong because it breaks. So, we are going to do something different. Buddy, stop it. I think we're just going to make little treat balls. Maybe we'll do that. We'll just, nope, see, they break apart. Okay, our recipe here is, what are we going to do? How are we going to fix this? What do you think? All right, buddy. That's one thing I wasn't thinking about with this recipe. I thought it would hold together better. So I think maybe we will make little bars. We'll make them like squares because it rolls out nicely. I don't quite know. I don't know any other way to do the cookie cutters. I mean, they have big ones, but like I'm not going to make giant. Let's see what happens when we do this. Maybe it's not supposed to, maybe I didn't roll it out thin enough. Because maybe it's not supposed to come out. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. This is it. Buddy, we're having a disaster today. We're not exactly doing a very good job. Julia Child would not be impressed with our baking here. Nobody would be impressed with our baking. But you know what? It doesn't matter as long as it comes out good. I'm telling you, he must think these are going to just be the best treats ever. So I think, let me try rolling it out a little thinner. Nope, see, then it doesn't roll out good. I don't know if I have too much flour, not enough flour. I mean, I could just, I'm not going to give up on this because obviously it must taste good to him because he's out of control. So the flavors must be good. Yeah, I think I have this too thick. But I could just make it into like a pan, like a square pan, and then just cut it. Maybe I'll just do that. We'll just make little bars. Because I don't think if I do it this way and try to roll it, I don't know if that'll work either. I could roll it and make little balls. Maybe we'll do like little meatballs. But then what we're going to do, we have a second bowl that we saved a little bit for, and that we chopped up our fresh parsley and our fresh mint. So we're going to just try a second bowl, and we're going to mix the herbs in that. And that's going to be a second, just a smaller batch, just to see. I'm telling you, this must be in dog flavors, just an incredible mix of flavors because, stop it, he's just not behaving very well. Okay, so we are going to make this into like bars. And then we'll be back. I have to come up with a different way to put them together because like I said, our cookie cutters, stop it, our cookie cutters aren't working out. I'm telling you, this must be like, he just loves it. He's going nuts. Okay, so what we've decided, Buddy and I had a little chat. We got a glass pan. Don't know how this is going to work. Nothing like the good, the bad, and the ugly of baking with Buddy, because I am not the best baker, and Buddy is learning to bake. He was not a baker before. He was mostly into wearing cool clothes, but now he's definitely interested in learning to make some of his own meals and his own treats, and he thinks these smell spectacular. So we're going to press it down, try to make it kind of even. I'm thinking that if we bake it, and when it, after it bakes, then we can slice it, and we'll make it kind of like, what do you think? Like brownies. Might work, right? Can't hurt. We'll see how it works. And I will actually do a little bit of research to find out what went wrong with our cookie cutters, because those were definitely, I don't know if my ingredients are off or my cookie cutters are not good. What do you think, Buddy? Buddy doesn't know either. He has no idea, but he is super excited about this. Now, we did mix up this bowl has the herbs. So I'm going to make a second small pan that's going to have that. And it's supposed to, these are supposed to bake for 15 to 20 minutes at 375, right? No, I think it was 350 or 375. I'll check for sure. But we're going to go ahead and bake them. Okay, so we have taken these out of the oven, and I think our ratios are wrong. I think I looked up some other stuff because I was like, these are kind of dry and crumbly. They're not baking the way that I thought they would. We put it in this tray and like made it, it's kind of like brownies. Stop it, you can't have them yet. Hey, look at the savage. He just had one and he really likes it. I wanted to see if he liked it, so we tried it. But anyway, so I think our ratios were wrong. They're a little bit dry and crumbly, but let me just tell you, they must be doggy delicious because he's going berserk for it. So I think the flavor is spectacular. I think we have to work on the ratios, but I think the ingredients we use, now this one I think is even worse. I did a small tray. This one had the herbs in it. I think what this is going to end up being is like crumbles for the top of their food, like a little dessert topping. Like I said, the flavor's great. The ratio's probably off. We're going to work on it. So this is kind of like Baking with Buddy blooper. But like I said, you can see he obviously loves the flavor. We baked him at 350 for about, it said like 10 to 15 minutes, but we did about 20 minutes. And because ours are thicker because I couldn't get it to roll out. So I think what we're going to try, instead of like a 1-to-1 pumpkin flour ratio, we're going to try like 2 pumpkin to 1 flour. I think that's maybe the ratio. I don't know. We're going to have to experiment. We're going to let you know. But the flavor is great. The ingredients are great, right? You like it? You want to try one more for them? Show them. I mean, see, they're okay. We made them in little like blocks. And obviously he loves them. So this is, again, it is pumpkin, coconut flour, honey, stop, and cinnamon, the Ceylon cinnamon. Okay, so we're going to include, I'm going to include a link under this video about why we did not use peanut butter. Because and this has quail eggs in it as well. But a lot of people use peanut butter. And like I said, we work with a nutritionist because of our one dog that is sick. And she suggested we not do the peanut butter. Buddy really wants this. I'm telling you, the flavor must, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, just for fun. No, I'm going to eat it. Because it's all human grade. Can I try it, buddy? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. It's actually really good. Go figure. No wonder he likes it. No, it's really good. So, we're going to perfect this, and we're going to do another video, but the flavor is great. All right, buddy? That's it? Okay. Come back for more. If you don't follow us right now, like, subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to his channel so you can see us getting this right, because when we get this right, I bet these are going to be unbelievable. I mean, look how much he likes them. And I just ate it, and it's great. So anyway, thanks for watching.